So just wanting to play with this real quick. This just came on and I have not touched it yet. So, well, I touched it just long enough to try to make sure it worked and it patched. But this version, I'm going to have to go through the whole setup process anyways because I had not saved it. So my first quick usually is I start with a base head, begin blending myself. This is what I do. I do a few things. So depending on the facial shape, just a little bit. I like that they do the kind of morphing piece. Let's see, where's the other guy? Oh, actually, this is one that I do. And push that back out. It's actually a little unfortunate. I had to set up better. Because one of the things I don't like is that it doesn't have good. It's a little better for my jawline. I always try to make characters look. Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. There we go. More jawline. I like to make characters look more like me. See, this problem is I click a piece and it's only going to adjust that piece. But part of the challenge too is I wish they had a little better skin tones, like something in between. If I apply skin, it's just like weird looking. Maybe like, they need something a little more in between. But anyhow, do it real quick. And it's funny, it's just dark. I usually go right about there. Eyes. I need to. I also kind of wish there was a way to save the overall. I like that you can pick a feature, like that ear. I'm going to move a little bit more towards, although maybe a little bit more towards that one. See, it's not that I want it that low. So it's weird. You should be able to do it more discreetly than they let you, but this is, I would say, a quicker way to kind of get things together. Grabbing features you like from each. Anyhow, close enough. They need to do much more options in there as a whole. Just like hair, I always make it a little darker. I try to go black as they can do, and unfortunately, their actual selection of hairstyles to me is woefully inadequate. I think I go with like this longer one because they don't actually truly have long hair. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Let's jump in. I just gotta make sure I actually save it after this time so I don't have to do it again. Let's see. I want to go. Man, they're gonna start me at Stratton this time. Last time I was able to pick from other locations. That's unfortunate. Why do you do this? Fine, we're jumping in. Let's see how long it takes to load. Yeah, way more hair options. I need like I have long curly hair. I mean, I don't know. I know they're not doing a ton on the hair physics, and that's fine. It's not something I want them to spend all their time in. They say this, they're going to at some point, I'm sure, spend more because that's what Chris Roberts does. I always jokingly say he never hears an idea that he doesn't say yes to. Really? That just didn't even happen. No doubt. Curly hair is like, come on. Those of us that have any form of it, because they don't have any version of that in the game yet. Like, come on. Not everybody is either white or Asian, and even white folk have curly hair. Gonna work this time? Admittedly, it just went live like 3.9 is just where everybody's updating it, so it's likely, especially now since so many people are not working and therefore available at home, their servers are likely starting to get pounded. I read through a bunch of the patch notes, but have not seen anything like one of the things I was hoping, I think a lot of us is that as they've also been doing testing to see what server loads could be, that they might up the number of people per server. But my first attempt to log in, because Pause was already in the game when I jumped in checking a look, was that it's still at a 50 person per server cap right now, which is unfortunate. All right. Oh, it did remember part of my settings. So the last thing I did do is I did re-equip my armor, which, man, that looks thick now. All right. So where am I at? This actually does look like where I logged out last. Oh, so it was system, so I should still be, I think, on Microtech. Or whatever. I had chosen to come in and check out what they... Basically, I want to be closer to where they put everything. So let's go... Actually, I want to go... Map. And find me... Yeah, look at that. Good. I'm at Microtech. I think I'm actually on the surface. Anyhow, so the apartments, since I did indoors here on Microtech now. Oh, look, cookies. The default, although they look more like coins. I like that you can see out the window right away. So, window with a view. Your little head. Shower, everything. I apologize for frame rates. I have not done anything to optimize. I just got in here. So we'll see what I can do later to improve what it looks like. Also coming out, windows right away, which is pretty cool. Everything lets you know you're in the road. This looks like a much more luxury type apartment here. I like to also any indicators to tell you where you are. Floor 9, that helps. Not that it matters, in the sense of trying to find other people. You tend not to meet at apartments, and you can't just go into an apartment or room like it's yours. It's wherever you spawn, and then once you're kind of out of it, you're kind of out of it. Anyhow, they've adjusted and changed like these panels now to be a little more touch screen like. And then at first it was jarring to me on the elevator here. Let's see. I still think they should have like a classic indicator up top of what floor you're on. But here, I do like that it says current floor 9. One of the things I did not figure out at first was, like, for me, these aren't working to scroll between. But I can hold my action button and then mouse wheel to get down. That way I can actually get to the lobby. I did, because I messed up the 5 minutes prior when I was making sure it at least worked. I had an issue where I couldn't get to the ground floor, but I got to go to a bunch of other floors and look, and they're all exactly the same. Alright, the Nest Apartments. I like the audio too, but like everything, their little holographic effects and areas are pretty. So I have not explored here. I went about this far and then wanted to get the stream going, as I was like, well, if I'm in here, I might as well share it with everyone else. Well, it's good to know that people still glitch. Oh gosh, one of these days they will figure out how to make things not all live within each other. I mean, this is a scary kind of effect. Both looking at me like, why are you looking at me? I don't know, because you have back boobs and it's odd. Little art area, people checking out. Like I said, my frame rate is not optimal right now. Brentworth Care Center. I doubt this is active. Yeah. Alright, nice and pretty. So this looks like it's the overall just living area. Assuming most of these little side doors just are not active because they don't actually go anywhere yet. They tend to channel you. I think this is just a habit, like a hab area. There's some funky glasses. Alright, to the Metro Loop. Ariana Babbage? Like they're wearing winter wear. You guys close. Yeah. I really should not focus on NPCs for a while. They have not been optimized. No idea when they'll do that. Alright, we can go to the spaceport or to the comms. Or commons. Let's head to the commons first. That's like, can I get in there in time? 2, 1. Yay! Got in just in time. I watched some other... Oh, that's nice. Some other people talk about these trams here on Microtech and New Babbage. I think it's cool. They're saying the struts are too big. I mean, you have to have some support of the vehicle. And because the spaces out here are so far apart, you can see like this is a fast transport. That was interesting. Like flew through advertising. Ooh, look at these tubes flying by. I love that all the transport like this is actually in the game itself in the engine. So you can watch the trains go fly by. Because it kind of lets you see the scope, what all they're trying to accomplish in Star Citizen. That was quick. Alright. Here at the Commons. So again, I like that the sign right there.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Commons. Ooh, a map of the loop. There's where I'm at. The spaceport is way out there and came from Grand. Okay. Or this one. It's going back to the Grand. Alright. Watching some of the guys talk about that too. They just talk about the holographic effects they've added, really like to the fauna, like the fish and the butterflies and stuff going by. Cool, cool. Let's see. So it looks like I can go up either side, and maybe. Oh yeah, you should be able to see the trains that come and go here in the loop. That's I appreciate that. More places to see where the transport's coming. Doesn't make sense to only have it inside where you can see. Oh, okay. Working out. Come right up in the comments, and they've got all these active folks. Little indoor track. There's a pose I can handle. The relaxation pose. Okay, so you can. It's nighttime. And you can see out the top. That's actually really cool. I was just going to comment that if I was laying down in here, I'd want to be able to see something. And looks like that's an outdoor look because I see the stars up there.
The life energy that flows through reverberates out into the world.
Ha ha! You hear that?
This is
Spiritual guidance. All right. Well, this drew my eye. The colors here. Hells yeah, that's a rock wall. I like that. Okay, I'll give credit for this. So I like rock climbing. I don't do it enough. I actually am tempted to build a little climbing wall in my garage since I have high enough ceiling to do something, a little bouldering wall. Seeing this done, because my goal was to 3D print my handholds, now that gives me ideas that I could wire lighting into the hand. Oh, if I do this with RGB lights, I could actually, instead of having to remount the holds all the time, I could change the courses you go up, because normally they color coordinate which grips you use. I could just change the sequence of the lighting to have it be projects. I'm gonna have to add this to my projects list. I like that. And basically that aesthetic of it just glowing to me is really cool. Look at you, all fashionable. Surface interests. Okay. I'm totally just randomly looking around. Surface entrance. So this has the commons, current floor, planetary surface. Okay. Let's check it out. I am fully helmeted. I should be able to handle going outside. Alright. I'm curious if that's up or down then. It's got surface entrance, and then does it say garage? Oh snap! Being able to spawn surface vehicles, which I don't think I have any. What will it say? Yeah, nothing, because I don't have any actual surface vehicles I could bring up. I don't roll like that, so it's assuming that's what this is specific for. But oh well. Can I at least go in the garage? Yes. Okay. Will you open for me? I don't know if there's anything like, can I just walk outside through the garage? probably have to do the same kind of landing procedure you do in the regular areas. Ask for the door to open. I wonder if that's something that then spawns through multiple things. Well, they got kind of a locker setup. Storage. Now the question is, so they have these. That's neat. Okay. And they have lockers and stuff, but obviously not active yet. Like, I wonder if you could, like, in any of these, basically hold your supplies on a planet. It's kind of that weird system where if you physically do put all your stuff in a place, then, you know, do you have to, theoretically, you'd have to buy suits for every place you go. All right, temperature is now an issue. Survival estimate. Interesting. That's new to me. Is that a timer then? There's one thing I didn't think about New Babbage is whether the outside is actually breathable air or not. Okay, I like that it is right next to the garage. Since I'm coming out in basically a storm. Let's see. Oops, I was actually gonna look at that. It's been a little while. Which button do you hold? Just crouch. I have to look around myself. I thought you could hold Alt to go around, but I'm still looking. Oh well. Not important. I'm now just walking out to see where I'm actually at. Some commons. Just outside the main city, it looks like. Obviously, there's a bit of a storm going on right now. Not terrible. A little bit of wind, moisture, snow. There's nowhere for me to really wander out here since I don't have a vehicle. It won't keep me from going up and moving around. Lighting effects in this game. So good. It's interesting the discussion everyone's talking about frame rate and such, seeing how bad New Babbage impacts. And it does. Alright. I'm gonna let that cool off. Which I think, let's see, can I? If I go to my personal, let's see. Yeah. There we go. Personal inventory. Okay. I go back. I like that it gives you more stats about yourself while you're in this. Hydration. I'm assuming food, nutrients. Heart rate. Your temperature. Is that environmental temperature and personal temperature? I'm not sure. Then health. Okay, actions. Item actions. Take off my helmet. Bam. Okay. Now, remember to put that on before going back outside and dying. Okay. Well, I appreciate that there's basically a garage on the ground level. They have ground level on here. That is actually pretty cool. Options of how to get out into the world. Not have to go all the way to spaceport if you want to do things on ground. Because currently, in the overall view of Star Citizen, I'm curious from anyone else who's going to play the game, their views on it, especially people who've been in the beta, about what's the point of ground transportation? Right now, is there a reason I wouldn't just... That's cool. I wouldn't just fly my ship directly wherever I'm going. That's the part I've yet to kind of figure out. The ambiance here is wonderful. Surprising number of people. Well, it's funny. Everyone is practicing social distancing here in Star Citizen. As you notice, everyone is comfortably at least 2 meters apart. So, good job, people. We appreciate your efforts to keep everyone safe. Lighting so far in New Babbage, quite nice. Okay, going towards a promenade. This, okay, and not active, wherever that would lead. So much inspiration. Ooh, waterfalls. And reach farther every day. Is this digital water? It looks like actual water effects going underneath. That's really cool. I like that the areas are pretty much open. Sounds like it's clubbing time. Okay, it is the bar. I like that they're giving people areas to hang out. It actually feels pretty good. Okay, these tables have a cool aesthetic. Light bars in the tables, desk, suddenly make this part of the life. Whole luminescent tabletop. Ultimately done like Drakkar Meadery did, where you just put some black lights up and then have the surface all black light connected. Wow. That's cool. Okay, came up that way. Bunch of eateries. It's cool. It tells you where the shops are. Assuming dead end. However, obviously open storage right now. I'm going to assume for kegs. This must be beer. Recycling. Is that a separate part? Oh. I like that. I wonder if I have to like. I shouldn't be as amped by this as I am. I think that's as cool as I do. Let's just say I like the aesthetic of this bar. Night party there. I like that just outside it they have a couple tables and stuff to hang out at. That's cool. The ice sculpture and again, massive overhead area. Right now it's night. I'll have to see what this place looks like during the day. I really should fly around. Oh, you got the Cove and the Oasis with different music in each. This is much more chill. I love the little fake digital rain. It's really pretty, actually. I like it. I would club here. Places to hang, all the way down to the bar. So far I'm enjoying New Babbage. Medicare, so it's like flavor text right now for what's here. It'd be interesting if they ever finish this out. Hey, here's something I can actually try now that my helmet's off. Alright, food. So I haven't even checked how much money do I have right now. Yay, my money stayed. So that's probably that did work. Alright. Ooh, full meals. So the nice thing is supposedly you can kind of just reach in here and it tells you how much things cost right there on the left. Well, I gotta get some purple drink, but let's see what's more info on that. 3C. Optimal energy restoration. Target for thirst quenching. Yeah, let me get some of that.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
So the question is, does that mean that went into my inventory? Or did I consume it right away? I don't see it in my inventory. Interesting. Whereas if I grab like... Oh, that's hilarious. Obviously I wanted deluxe.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Okay, so I did do it. Okay, eating and drinking. We got 3 equips. There's left mouth,
Hi,
liquefied,
thanks for coming in.
or sick. Man, I crushed that burger. It is gone. I didn't even put any condiments on
Hey,
it.
back
That's
again, I
just like-
see. Welcome.
I haven't left, man. What do you think I am? Okay, so I didn't... Nope, the drink still isn't there. So I was kind of curious about that. I would figure, like, you want to buy each thing and not just hold it. I don't have it in my hands or anything. But I did consume. So food is in the game. Alright, did the loop. That's, like, I love how open and big this is. Why not? You have the space. Literally, you're on a planet, you have this modern stuff, why not? That's pretty. I really dig the lighting they've done here. I haven't seen any other restrooms. Is that how far it is? You have to come out? Eh. It is very separate, but I mean, if you're heading over there, that's where you're heading. Skybridge assumes you can go under that. Probably with even a ship. This is totally going to take away from surface entrance. It's like the same thing. I did it clockwise, so I wonder if it goes to the same place. Let's see. Commons, I expect a transit. Our food places, so I'm assuming this is going to be shopping. So it's almost like a similar dome, although the aesthetic has changed. Those little trees, and I heard some kind of like almost monkeys in the background. Cool. Let's see. Microtech Monetary Services. Again, who works over here? That sounds very industrious. Lawyer-like. Sure. Properties. Okay, Monetary Services. Refinery. Seems generic enough. Legal cargo, none. That's good to know. So I'm assuming this is buying and selling. Picking up things. And fines and such. Oh, fines, good. It's a good thing. Alright, so this, yeah, in general. Like
What can I do for
shopping
you?
for supplies and stuff. So,
I'm okay. Just working. That's all.
thanks, man. Alright, let's see. What else we got? Place to hang out. So it's very much the same design as the other side. Okay, tell me this has good information. Growing the plants of tomorrow. It does. I appreciate that. It's very museum-like. Mega. There's another person. I'm assuming that's actually Microtech. Oh no, it's one of the minions. Okay. Here, it's actually ship level stuff. Yeah, components. Which admittedly, I've still not ever changed out on my ship. Hard decisions about power moves. Eventually, I'll figure out what is optimal for my 300
Hi,
iron.
welcome.
With that. I'll have to look at what's in the middle here in a sec. Next hub, business quadrant 2. So this should be the other side. FTL. Looks like another drop off for farm place. Courier. Okay, so FTL courier. Literally deliveries.
Need something?
What's you styling? Okay, so I'm
We're done
assuming
here.
Do wow, asshole. Or direct, whichever you want to put it. Let's come around to the other side. Trade divisions. This is all commerce. Cleo, okay. I appreciate that they did that aesthetic, putting each of the menus in there. That's just cool looking. What's down here? Since you don't have a bar on this side, curious what this hub is. Doesn't really seem like anything you can use. I like the reflectivity though. I will argue that is a cooked in texture for the reflectivity, because as I move past where I should see the other side of the steps, it does not. Man, let alone the resources already in the game, but I wonder if they're at least planning for anything ray trace, because the graphics in this and the lighting are already phenomenal the own way they do it. They could tie it in with the ray tracing. Ah, that'd be slick.
Hi. Is there something I can help you with? One of the first things visitors notice about Microtech is how cold it is outside. That's because the attempted terraforming of the world didn't quite work out as planned, and the end result was a chilly one. Not to worry though. The near-freezing climate is the perfect place to house Microtech's extensive data vaults, which prefers life
Yeah,
on the
makes
cooler
sense.
side. As an added bonus,
Keep all your
Microtech
data
has
centers.
become a top winter sports destination.
Ah. That's entertaining. I appreciate
Can I
that
help
they
you
keep
with
putting in
anything
more
else?
flavor text and such.
All right.
Alright, well, that was a good quick tour. Let's come down and let's go to spaceport so I can actually fly around a little bit. I am a big fan of all the lighting that they've done here. Alright. And the ambient, like, voice tracks, things like that. Alright, I'm gonna go to spaceport this time, although that one looks like it just took off. Oh, arriving. Just cool. Alright, since it looks like going this way, this time I'll sit this side of the train and look right out the front. What's going on? Back up a little bit. Alright, here we go. Let's get some. Oh, oops, wrong side. I was wrong. So I go to the front. Still nighttime. See, but being a glass roof, you can see that we are. You can actually see Port Tresla or whatever that is up there in space. We'll fly up there probably when I get my ship. Nighttime, not a lot else going out there. Oh, no access. Interesting. That's what why through to me. I wonder if that's kind of the zone thing or just something to do for flavor. Even without any optimization on my part right now, it's still going surprisingly smooth. And remember, I'm running this off of an old, what is it, 6th gen i7, a 6850 I've got. And I'm running this off a 1080 regular, not even Ti. So even hardware-wise, I have a lot of room for improvement. But at the
The
same
capsule
level,
will be leaving the station
I would say
momentarily.
this somewhat represents what will be an average, like mid-level build by the time the game gets beyond alpha. Alright, so elevators down from the spaceport. I guess that's the only way in. Be curious to see. 3-9 is totally taken away from my planned events today. Let's be responsible. Alright, from the Metro Loop to Embis Terminal, which I'm assuming the name of the spaceport. Admittedly, I don't spend a whole lot of time learning all the lore in the game. I just kind of play, run around like, ooh, shiny. So, I'm a little bit responsible in that sense. You're getting the layman's tour. The average. Alright. Kind of unique outfits for each location. Let's see. You think? That's a reminder I'll have to put my helmet on for going out. They also have apparently really adjusted and cleaned up the UI for friends and such, so I'll be curious. Customs. Okay, they got screens, I'd say, to log your customs information. Any areas that have large windows make me happy. So that's not what I'm assuming. Is that actually looking outside, it looks like, versus reflection? It looks like it almost wanted to reflect that shape, but I'm curious how many things they... Okay, it has a rental place, that's good. So this is also like your own port, transports and such like that, so you would assume that you could... Okay, they have a surface entrance here too. Cool. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna want to check that out. They've got a garage over here. I want to see where it lets out. Why, hello there. It's actually, I don't think, multiple garages, so I'm assuming different sizes, or when you spawn a ground unit, whichever garage you end up at. Do I want to risk death by exposure? It'd be funny if it's just like, and now you're outside. Oh, there's a whole like ramp going. Okay. I do like that they give you like lots of warning. You gonna die. So with that in mind, let's. I like that they hotkey equipping your helmet, basically. Because they're trying to make that a gameplay option that people are going to want to do constantly. Yeah, right before walking outside. So that means there is atmosphere. Little streetlights. I can only assume that the beeping is just a reminder that you know, this is, you're using your suit's equipment. They make the lighting here all very Tron-like. I appreciate that. Alright, I'll keep that helmet on because at this point, part of me taking off was also just to see the water go away right away. But let's go get the ship. That's why I came to the spaceport. Screen's still wet. I need like wipers. This must be a more lateral, one of those elevators that move side to side as well, which unfortunately I usually can't see unless I have someone else on my team to give me a spatial reference. Alright, as well as or my ship spawned either way. Okay, so commercial flights, which I'll still be curious to see when commercial flights becomes a thing. I don't believe that's part of this yet. The elevator is not active.
Your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch.
Yeah, nice. Alright, so hangars. How to get your ship.
Tide of travel.
Oh yeah, I do have an Archimedes, I remember that. The little nothing ship. I get that too, but my 300 is my thing. Of course, this is now attaching it to this site. So if I meet up with people like we used to at Port Olisar all the time, I'll have to
From the
do
best in
3.
shopping, dining, and entertainment. Be sure to
Going to hangar 3. So many times I've spawned a ship and then totally forgotten. Oh, alright. How many hangars are on the list? Wow. 20. There's a negative aspect to that. Holding F and then mouse wheeling up also zooms in. So trying to scroll back up on the list was kind of counterproductive. There's my baby. So it looks like a regular hangar in the sense that it could hold, I'd say up to medium ships in here. I wonder if one of the bugs I didn't see on the list they did is less glitching out where you accidentally climb on top of your ship instead of into it. Oh, nope. The way that popped there, it looks like that's probably still a potential issue. Hey, alright. I can drink. Can I get in there yet? Nope. I want to keep alcohol. Drink and fly. Maybe it's the lighting, but I actually feel like I can see more of the interior on this ship now. Alright, let's turn you on. And let's ask to get out of here. Okay, new thing. Friends. Playing. I don't recognize you off the top of my head. Alright, well. Maybe New Babbage International Spaceport. Thank you. Hello.
You are clear to launch.
Alright. I do like these kind of ones with these bigger doors where it opens a smaller and then the little door like breaks open. Pretty sure my ship will fit out right now, but still.
Launch complete.
No, not trying yet. Sorry. You're up.
Warning, collision 4. Landing gear raised.
Let's see.
Thank you, and please visit again.
So where? Oh, that's so weird. Hold, there we go. Holding it there. I was trying to see where I came out. Okay. I love that they have the numbers out there. More things should have numbers. Let you know where you're at. Alright. Just rotate up. And let's actually go for a flight here. Wait. Oh, I accidentally hit Z. That's the pre-flight thing, actually. So, pretty far outside from the city, and it looks like up on the hill. Well, now that the city's more alive, the lighting is much nicer. I feel like one of the things they probably still haven't fully addressed is that previously, I may want to check it, I probably won't right now, but previously, the water particles, so pretty. Down in the downtown part of the city here, there were a couple buildings you could land on the rooftops of that had doors. And I believe the towers that you actually start are this main one and the top few floors of it. Because when you get out, you have what, 1 through 10. So my expectation is you're actually in that tower. In the middle of it, just kind of towards those top few parts of it. If that's the case, you can probably, see the symbol up there? Search for Microtech. I'm pretty sure someone doing the classic fly-through that happens here, that if you were in one of those main areas, you'd be able to look out and see. Which also makes me wonder if you're in your bedroom looking out the window, what you can see. Ambient music in this game's great. Alright. The city is pretty at night. Alright, let's get some outs. Is what lets me look around. Okay. It's the main building, main hub, spaceport's over there. Which means the commons is right there, and further from my screen should be where the shopping district was. I also wonder if they'll ever fully flesh out any city. Like start going all over the place. Looks like if I keep hanging out, sunrise might come up enough to see the city in the sun, which would be nice. And see performance improving here as I get further from the city. Alright, let's hit full cruise. What I should also do... Look at that lighting. Oh. Oops. Lighting on the bottom of the ship because I'm now watching as I fly high enough to see the sun through the star. To me, that's gorgeous. Just those effects. Alright, let's actually go somewhere. So taking our port also Tressler on this side. But they've added the moons here, so Clappy's the closest. Let's check that out. Alright. See off to the right there, Port Tressler. So I'm flying past it. See the maneuvering just still going, it's like negative G's, I'm still adjusting speed. There we go. Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Quantum drive.
Oh, it's pretty. I will always comment on how pretty this game is, even in these stages. That was an interesting adjustment to the lighting from far out to where we're actually in.
Quantum drive deactivated.
We're gonna fly towards the sunny side. And now that I'm here, let's see. What is it? Wow, there's so much more stuff to be seen. They're actually changing symbology a bit more too. That's cool. Let's see. We're going towards sunny side, right? Oh, let's see. I can't tell from here because that's relative. Comrade, different processing facilities. Might have to come back to that. I also don't know if this place has an atmosphere. Looks like a bit of one, just from seeing the way the effect of the star is off of it. So I expect there's some atmosphere here. The way I'll know is as I get closer, is whether my speed starts to interact. I guess I should check. Okay. Gun's both still set. Coming up pretty fast. It's a moon, not a planet. Also not getting an altitude gauge yet. Not to say that I've, smacked into planets because of doing this, or moons because of doing this, where you can see, I can see relative to the curvature how fast I'm dropping. Because if it doesn't have any atmosphere and doesn't give you an actual altitude, like when it considers yourself attached to that body, whoops, I've definitely gone pretty much full speed into a solid surface and exploded. I still see myself lowering, just not as severely. You can start seeing the lower part just looking underneath my ship. You can see how quickly the landmass is moving under me. Oh, it does have altitude. Cool. Less likely to die without knowing why. Yep, some atmospheres. I'm starting to hear the wind effect coming through the upper layer. But you also notice I'm already at like 8,000 something. Starting to adjust my angle, and now my speed is starting to drop off. But I'm actually pretty happy that I'm almost to that terminator of the day-night cycle on this one. I should be able to comfortably get down to a couple 100 feet flight. Especially since I've not learned any of the characteristics of the various planets or moons. Like, are they breathable? Are they warm, cold? I suppose I should be able to get some kind of like, you should be able to do almost like the Google Assist type thing or something of a, what's the weather like out where I'm at? Will I die? Okay, so what is, am I seeing through? Why is there a sphere there? Because I feel like unless this is gaseous, I'm getting closer to where you're going to see actual star rise there, because you see how it's coming up that circle? But I feel like I'm seeing it prematurely through there. I don't think this is all clear ice. Some interest, man, I'm getting some aliasing on the left. Is that storm clouds or what's going on here? I'm actually gonna go head that direction. It almost looks like a storm effect, like lightning or something in there. Let me fly into this and have my ship like lose power because I get hit by a lightning blast or something. It's odd because I still can't quite tell my altitude. Like, is that actually about to hit the ground, or is this just a weather layer? Looks like this might be a cloud bank layer that I'm, just passing under. Getting that effect from. Okay, there we go. Let's look how hazy it is now. I can start seeing features. I was getting that kind of. Sorry, maybe I was just seeing through the atmosphere. Where eyes was. How awesome is that? Fog effects in this game blow away almost everything. A little bit of pop in there. Faded. Myself maneuvering speed. Looks like a pretty harsh environment. Like, I still haven't seen anywhere I would probably want to land this. Seeing the star through the atmosphere, gorgeous. NVIDIA, hurry up and release a 3000 series card so I can get me one. Oh man, I love these fog effects. Alright, so now if I'm going to pop back above the atmosphere layer on this one. It looks like at 2K essentially is right about where the cloud bank atmosphere effect on this happened.
Hydrogen fuel, 75%.
Already? Come on, man. I would think that as aerodynamic as this ship is, I wouldn't be pushing nearly that much fuel for flying in atmosphere. Alright. Let's get my speed up. Oh, I was supposed to be doing responsible things today. Is it responsible just checking out 3.9? I've yet to even talk about or even look at some of the prison gameplay and things like that. I tend not to be a criminal every time. But, alright. Yeah, I read out. Retroport jets. I wish there was a way to just like let it cruise. Stop me, just let it go. Look at that. There we are, just hanging in space. Alright, let's get back to the fort. Maybe land there and we'll call it so I can go do responsible things. But so far, pretty. Man, I like this. Alright. I should probably pick where I'm going first. Let's go back to Port Tressler. Alright.
Quantum drive. Active.
I like that even as it's quantum, it hasn't quite hit it yet. You can see the acceleration. And then boom, hits full quantum, full speed. I swear it's more colorful than it used to be. I wonder if they fixed the quantum kind of bubble around some of the bigger ships yet. Okay, there it is. Where am I going?
Quantum drive.
Or if they fixed the momentum coming out of quantum issue that sometimes happens. Alright, we're gonna land on the port and then call it so I can, keep working on projects around the house. But this does mean I'm going to be jumping back in with more of my friends doing some Star Citizen gaming, probably more of these streams, because I've been waiting for 3.9 so we could cause some more shenanigans and go full criminal for a little bit and try to check out what the it's like getting imprisoned and getting out. May not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's a way for us to understand the game more. It's not coming too hot. Hold on, probably am. If you ever need to decelerate faster, you can, you can hold the brakes, although I'm already retroing. Flipping around so you're looking the other direction with your main thruster, one of the easiest ways. Boom, alright.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Where you put me? Where is my assigned landing bay? There we go. I figure because it's space, they really should have put that, like, these rings flipped over, so there's
Landing
openings
gear
above.
deployed.
It's kind of just a thought on my process, design-wise, because gravity shouldn't matter. You could reverse the artificial gravity, I guess, would be my thought.
Warning, collision 4. Warning, collision nadir. Warning, collision 4.
Or I'm just
Automated.
landing. Yeah.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
And let's turn me off.
Weapons deactivated.
Pretty. Means pretty much all the other eateries, not quite so, should be enabled in the game. I wonder if they've updated any of the other older assets. See, where those kind of buttons where it's just a push button has the holographic, where the new one's got the whole, like, it's in the screen. So, some cool stuff. Oh, it's going to be such a nice day today. I should warm myself up before going for my run tonight. Anyhow, that's just a quick tour into 3.9, not through it, because there's a lot I have not touched. It was just nice to be able to start a new Babbage and take a look out, because we've had some tomfoolery around these. haven't really updated the common area here. I always felt like the ambiance of the glow was almost too bright coming in. Like, I wish this wasn't a one big massive color. Maybe if there was a little tighter versions of that. Sharper image, less haze. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Ooh, burrito bar. You can just buy like burrito on display. What about the hat? Citrus beef. What is it? Chicken chili. What's that? I do like that they're native. Alright, but now that I've landed, hopefully it'll keep track of my player model and all of that, so I don't have to reset it again. That was annoying. Books. Huh, interesting. Buy stimulant plates. Nope, nope. Those aren't enabled yet. Drinks are enabled. There's still no noodles to buy. Oh wait, no, not water. Not noodles. Okay. With that, I'm logging out. Thank you guys for checking it out. Just a little bit 3 nines up there. If you've got Star Citizen, update it. Jump in, let's play.